All right, they're finally back.
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
We don't know what the hell to do.
Yes, we got rid of the little table over here.
Yeah, it feels kind of weird, not gonna lie.
I know, because I one day woke up and chose violence.
She woke up and she was like, I'm gonna change my entire house.
So I decided to rearrange everything.
Yeah.
And right now we are missing one thing because it moved to another part of the apartment. So we will get something
to go
between
back
us
here.
to make it more interesting. Right now we have some weird lights going on, like
we got a
trying to entertain you a little bit with the lights on, but so November, how are you?
Can we just forget November, like the whole month? Can we just write it off?
I think so, because in November nothing good happened, nothing interesting happened. I am tired, I am emotional, I am hormonal, and I just want this month to end for good. Goodbye November.
It was so uneventful, but so depressing and so stressful. It seems so oxymoronic for a month with nothing happening to be so stressful and sad. But this whole month were like, when is it gonna end? We want festive season. And we had spooky season. We had the drag show that we went to, the Halloween drag show. And we had things to look forward to in October. And then November came and it was like, blah.
Lots of work, lots of things to do.
Yeah.
Nothing fun. Yeah. Nothing happened.
Yeah.
Didn't go anywhere.
No.
Didn't see anything.
No.
Got so stressed
We met
out.
up once, I think, this whole month.
I think so.
Yeah.
And also, I got so hormonal with my, being a woman is fun. If you are not a woman, you would never know how fun it is, what a fun roller coaster it is, that you can't even control your own emotions. No. And you realize, outside your body, like, oh, that's not me, it's my hormones acting up, but you can't do anything. And you just want to sit down on bed and cry for no reason.
Yeah.
How fun is that? How fun is that?
But why is it that we both felt like that this whole month when we both have different cycles, not in sync? That's
if
really
you
weird.
felt very weird and emotional this month, please let us know in the comments down below.
Yeah, perhaps something to do with the moon. I
don't know. I really don't. It was a weird month.
I don't know.
I didn't like it. So we just wanted to have a little digest of the news that happened for the past month, I guess, because we were not here.
Even in Hong Kong this month, it seems very uneventful, very boring. Nothing really happened.
No.
There's no Thanksgiving in Hong Kong, even in the UK, even in Russia. No Thanksgiving.
No.
Nothing to celebrate, nothing to do. You just toil away. And also, the fact is that November last year was cold. It was cold. Yeah, and this year, it's blistering sunshine every day. Actually, the wind is cool, right?
Yeah, but the sun hits you.
Yeah. So this whole month, we wanted to slowly transition into like more warm autumnal clothes. But what we're both wearing is too hot.
Yeah.
We are in an AC ventilated room right now.
I wore it today. I sweat a lot today.
Yeah. So this whole month is just like, what the fuck?
Seriously, what's going on?
Horrible.
So first, I think in the beginning of the episode, let's talk a little bit about what happened in Hong Kong recently, and then maybe go to some personal news if you have any to share.
Okay.
If you want to stay up for that and listen to us vent about life. So basically, as I mentioned many times before, it's very weird. But in Hong Kong, bad things come together in a wave.
Yeah, always. Yeah.
It's the same news, same.
In at least
problem.
Groups of 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is...
So recently we had 2 waves of bad news happening, and the first one being the domestic helpers and construction workers dying on the job.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. Domestic helper died after falling from a height.
Yeah.
What the hell was that?
That seems sus to me.
Very sus.
Why would they make their helper go so high up to be in a position where they could potentially fall and die?
It's ridiculous. But also multiple news about the construction workers in Hong Kong dying because the workplace is not secure enough.
Not secure.
Not safe. Something is violated or whatever. multiple, not one, not two, more than 3, I would say.
Yeah, around about 5.
I didn't save all of them, but I'm telling you, 5 or more.
Yeah,
I saw the news. I was like, another one, and another one, and another one.
Yeah.
What is going on?
Yeah, this is a
Because
specific
when they-
Hong Kong phenomenon
Yeah,
where
because-
things happen in groups.
Because they don't report on the news like, oh, here is the taxi crash, here is somebody
Yeah.
fall out of the window, oh, here is a person getting burglared, there's this and there's that. No,
Yeah.
there's like taxi, construction. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
Concrete falling from the faulty building. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Pigs. Killing pigs.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Today also, I know this is very tangential, but they have to kill 1,900 pigs in Yuen Long because we have African swine fever in Hong Kong now.
2,000 pigs?
Yeah. They can't be, even though they said that cooked pork can't contain the virus, they're just going to kill them and then dispose of the bodies. That's a lot. That could feed Hong Kong for a day.
So there was a lot of news about construction workers getting hurt and even being dead on the job.
Well, we've also spoken before about the fact that we personally feel like, based on our country's construction systems, that Hong Kong's construction systems are very old school, using bamboo, and they also don't seem to be using lots of protective gear where they strap themselves in.
No.
We've spoken before about how we feel like it's dangerous and how we feel like construction in general is not done to the standard that we would want to. So when I hear news about construction workers falling or dying on the job, I'm like, I'm not fucking surprised because I've seen those construction sites.
Yeah, and they don't look so safe.
They don't look so safe. Yeah.
Yeah, so another wave of news that we had this past month is taxi drivers getting into shit. So basically, I don't even know where to start. There are so many news.
Well, we have a whole bloody episode on taxi drivers.
I saved so many. Yeah, we have an episode about like Uber and taxi drivers being fucking crazy in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
So here I have so many news saved from like Twitter and stuff about the taxis crashing this past month.
Yeah, there's been a lot.
It's been a lot. So Hong Kong taxi crash, 2 passengers sent to hospital.
Yeah.
The driver couldn't decide which lane to pick and he hit the middle divider.
But that's not even which lane to choose. Like that's a not a dotted white line. That's a full, like that's a line that you're not supposed to go past. What do you mean you can't choose the lane?
Up until the last moment, he couldn't choose where to go.
So he just went straight.
Yep.
This is so common in Hong Kong because
so common.
We've spoken about it before. Taxi drivers reach an age where they should probably do a test again, or they shouldn't drive again.
I think so.
But because the taxi driver union is so strong that they can change the government's decision on things.
Yeah.
So recently there was a taxi driver. A strike.
Yeah.
Do you know where they were? Do you know where they came to?
Where?
They came to Lam Chun, where I live. They parked up in a car park near the Wishing Tree because it's a very big car park. So hundreds and hundreds of taxis parked there protesting Uber. Because
I heard that.
They're so annoyed about Uber taking their rides, but I'm like, why don't you just join all the other taxi drivers and sign up for Uber Taxi? The reason why we choose Uber Taxi is because Uber comes with kind of like safety assurances and money back if there's something wrong with your ride.
And you can complain immediately.
You can complain. They don't want to take flack for being bad drivers, looking at their fucking 5,000 million phones on the dashboard, fucking burping, swearing, smoking. They don't want to take criticism, so they strike instead. I don't know what the government's decision is on Uber, but surely the government can't be like, yeah, we'll get rid of Uber, because before, remember, Uber was illegal. When we first came here, Uber was not a thing because Uber was illegalized because of Hong Kong taxis are a public government type thing and so iconic. But now it's like all Hong Kong taxis are iconic for is being bad drivers.
And also very old drivers.
Yes.
Like I will never get bored of telling this story. One time, I got into taxi and my driver was so old, he was looking at the phone with a magnifying glass.
Right, yep. And so many times...
He didn't even have glasses on. He had a magnifying glass.
That's crazy.
That he needs to take out
crazy.
and look at the phone. Do you even see where you're driving?
Yeah, no.
Why are you not wearing glasses?
Yeah, no.
Why are you like 120 years old?
I bet he's still driving.
I bet he's still driving.
Because they have such a high life expectancy.
Yeah. So I really,
we'll die before him.
I really don't understand why taxi drivers in Hong Kong are that old and so dangerous, because a lot of the times I don't feel safe riding with them.
No, I never do. I always try to choose not Uber taxi, but Uber exec or not exec. There's one below exec. Exec is quite expensive, but the one above Uber taxi.
I think Uber X or
Uber
something.
X, not Uber exec.
But
Uber
even
X.
Uber drivers sometimes are so fucking dumb.
They are. Yeah.
I'm sorry to say that, but it's true. So there you go.
Yeah, caution if you come here.
There is another story about the taxi drivers colliding, and this is in Disneyland.
Oh.
So 1 dead and 4 injured after 2 taxis collide face to face.
Yeah. I don't understand how
You
that
are
could
in
happen.
Disneyland.
But I don't understand how that could happen face to face. And in Disneyland of all places.
And 1 person died. I think it was a taxi driver who died.
I mean...
That's insane. That's insane. That's too much.
But this is a good segue to talk about Disneyland because we finally have a new upgrade.
Oh yeah!
After all these years.
Let's sprinkle some positive news.
Yes, World of Frozen. We know, being teachers here for many years, kids are obsessed with Frozen in a way that Western kids, I don't feel like care about it that much.
No, Frozen is up until this day top 3.
It is,
top 3.
It becomes their whole personality.
Yeah.
Like the girl is either an Elsa or an Anna. Elsa, and I'm like, I'm sorry, but we kind of got over that in the Western world already. Maybe some.
Just recently, I saw a reel that was talking about the culture in 2012, which was like
2012.
10 years ago.
More than 10 years.
Yeah.
12 years. It's a long time.
It's a long time. So they were like rounded up, like, oh, let's take a look back, because it was a decade ago.
And it was the first Frozen.
Yes, the first Frozen came out in 2012, and kids here are still obsessed like it came out yesterday.
And they're obsessed with the first Frozen, not the second.
Yeah.
They're like, the Frozen 2 is not as good as Frozen 1. I'm just like, Frozen 1 came out way before you even existed. Why do you still care?
Crazy.
But I think it's fine for them to like those kind of things.
Yeah.
And generally, I'm excited and I want to go to World of Frozen because Disneyland Hong Kong has not had any new upgrades. Disneyland Hong Kong is overall underwhelming. It's very small.
Yeah. The only time I've ever been to Disneyland was with you.
Yeah, and it was in summer. Yeah.
We were in May.
Yeah,
we were in May, but it was so hot. I got a rash that I had to go to the hospital afterwards.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it was so bad. But we were forced to go there with the kindergarten.
But we still made the most of it. We
made the most of it. It was still fun.
So you've been once?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
I've been 6 times.
What?
Yes.
Bitch.
I've been so many times.
I've been only once, and I got a heat rash, and it was very uncomfortable, and I was so hot. Everything is like a blur. But I would love to go there one more time.
Well, I went twice with the school, twice on my first holiday, and once with my husband for my birthday, and then another time with my ex for another holiday. So I've been 6 times. But
wow.
I feel like Hong Kong Disneyland is fun because the ride length. No, not the ride length. The rides are very short. Yeah. But the queues are very short. Or they were.
Yeah.
And
that
then
wasn't too bad.
The thing with World of Frozen is that, they have a whole new world, a whole new section. I want to see, because I've been going to Hong Kong Disneyland since 2017. But the main ride is 30 seconds long. That's like, why even bother making the ride?
30 seconds long?
30 seconds. You're on and then it's over.
What?
Yeah, it's 30 seconds. There's another ride, maybe longer, but...
Okay, we should go and check it out.
We
like-
should go and review.
Yeah,
The World of
if
Frozen.
you're interested, give us a thumbs
kinda
up,
wanna go.
support,
Yeah.
leave some comments down below. Have you ever been? Did you go to see the new Frozen Disney
Yeah.
addition to?
What's
to the
your
park?
overall opinion of Hong Kong Disneyland?
Yeah.
Because I'm glad we have it
Yeah.
because Hong Kong doesn't have
Yeah.
that many attractions. And Ocean Park, what are you doing in Ocean Park?
But also, like, no tea, no shade, but people who make Disney their whole
Oh,
personality.
Disney adults
and
specifically.
Disney adults who are like over 30 years old and they still dress in Disney and obsessed
Yeah.
with Disney. I'm like,
yeah, no,
okay.
that's a bit weird.
Like, I want to go to Disney not because I'm obsessed, but I can film some content. I can feel some like food in Disney. I can
think
feel some rides and
We like fantasy.
yeah.
We like the vibes, the glitter, the fairy tale, the themed food, the music,
Yeah.
but we don't make Disney specifically our whole personality.
No.
Generally, we
So
both
weird.
like anything fantasy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I still love Sailor Moon up until this day. Like,
Yes.
since 1994 when I was born and I
Yeah.
saw Sailor Moon and I was obsessed ever since. I never lost that connection.
Yeah.
I still love it. I still have some things with Sailor Moon
Yeah.
at home.
Yeah.
But when you come to my house, you can't tell that
Yeah.
I'm a
Yeah,
Sailor
but
Moon
we're
fan.
not like those Americans who go to Disneyland once a week or
no
that
no,
kind
no,
of thing. No, that's a bit
Mm-mm.
much. There's a really good video by the YouTuber Curtis Connor.
I
you
saw
know?
it, yeah,
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 about
yeah.
Disney. He also made one recently about Potterheads.
I know.
And I was like, yeah, they're the same. They're the
No
same.
tea, no shade.
Yeah, yeah.
Same
I
thing.
know.
Yeah.
I also don't
Yeah.
really like Harry Potter that much. Anyway, I'm gonna get so much hate for that. Yeah,
What I
it's
feel like
alright.
I like Harry Potter and maybe around Christmas time, the first 2 episodes are putting you
Around-
in the mood.
Right, around Christmas time, it's the perfect time to watch Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Also, Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not like obsessed.
No,
when I was a
no, no, no.
teenager, I read the books fine. I
Yeah.
watched the movies because they
Yeah.
started coming out, and I
Well,
was like,
also, we
yeah.
were of the age where it was a great time to see
exactly,
those movies.
Yeah,
Yeah,
And
but
now,
No.
well, before when I was in Russia, because they keep showing these movies around
Yeah.
the Christmas time, so
Yeah.
I would just turn on
Same.
the TV and in the
It's
background,
on. Yeah,
it's
yeah,
on.
yeah.
Right now, I don't have TV anymore. I only have my computer.
Same.
So like, it would be a choice for me to click on
Click
the
it and
movie
watch.
and watch
Yeah.
it, which I don't want to do.
No, me neither.
Yeah,
No.
I'm
also,
sorry.
I don't think they're on Netflix, so can't bother.
Exactly. So like,
But
ooh.
Disney Plus has Frozen 1 and 2. And I just 4 days ago watched Frozen 2 because I'm like,
I
okay,
never watched it.
No, I'd never seen it. They opened World of Frozen. I was like, I really want to go. I should educate myself.
Okay.
It's a Disney movie.
Yeah.
It's fun. You
Yeah.
can't really judge. I don't know. I'm not a movie snob anyway.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed watching it because it's a kids movie. Of course, it includes all of those things that captivate kids, and I am too exhausted to be intellectual enough to watch like a really deep movie, or even
Yeah.
even both of us really like documentaries. I'm too tired to watch a documentary. Life is too exhausting this month.
Yes.
So-
November, I've been watching some dumb shit on YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm like,
So for me, Frozen and a couple other Disney movies like Elemental, a few of those on Disney Plus, I was like, I don't want to think. I just want to be happy. I'm going to watch them. And I liked everything I saw. So yeah, I recommend
go.
it, especially if you're just in one of those moods where you want to do something and you want something in the background. Yeah,
yeah.
do it. Watch it. And we will go to World of Frozen eventually.
Eventually.
Because I really want to.
Eventually. So us with our ADHD brain, let's go back to the taxi thing.
drivers, yeah.
Because there was a crazy one. There was a video of a taxi driving so fast, flipping over and getting on fire.
Yeah, I saw that video.
When I saw that video, I was like, what the heck
How
is that?
fast were you driving? Yeah.
To flip over and
Flip
get on
over.
fire. And
Yeah.
then the driver was like 78 years old. I'm sorry. I know that Hong Kong is very difficult and a lot of people are on the line of poverty.
Yeah, the poverty line. Yeah.
And even though they're so old, they still have to work to provide for themselves and for their family. And it's really fucked up, if you ask me. But I still don't think that if you're 78,
You should be driving.
you shouldn't be driving public transport because taxi is a public transport.
The fact is that you're not just in control of your own life. You have other people's lives in your hands. And there at least should be some health exam, some eye exam, something to make sure you're psychologically in the state where you can still drive. I haven't seen any evidence of that in place in the system, so I would caution anybody against getting in a taxi with an obviously old driver and also with a driver who has multiple phones on the dashboard, because that's just not safe. Yeah. Yeah, they freak me out.
So
taxis.
first, when these news came out, the driver was taken to the hospital, but he passed away.
Yeah. Well, there was a minibus crash yesterday as well. The minibus driver died, and the passenger on the front of the minibus is now in critical condition. But it's the same thing. Minibus drivers, taxi drivers, they are en masse of an age that is above 50, 60 even. And
Ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't know.
So once again, I'm quoting Tripperhead.
He's
Twitter
Follow
account.
Tripperhead.
Yes. So he had a post. I think it was back in October. That October 23rd, driver, 78 years old, died.
Yeah.
24th of October.
Yeah.
Driver, 77 years old,
Died.
He killed a pedestrian.
Okay.
A pedestrian was 85. I don't know where they find each other. Because people here cross the road.
Oh yeah, without looking.
Without looking.
They're like, no one's going to bump into me. I have right of way. And then, well,
it's another episode.
Shit, look, there's
it's
another-
episode. People cross the road here like their life doesn't exist or doesn't
And
depend
for
on
the
it.
past few episodes, we've been talking about people crossing the road looking at their phones, but it's not just, sometimes old people, they don't even have phones.
They just go. They don't care.
They're pushing those carts with cardboard boxes piled up, and they don't look. They just look straight forward, and they're like, if you bump into me, you're going to be the one in trouble. But that's the way it is. That's the way the law, the system works here.
Insane.
So I'm like, oh my goodness me.
This post goes on. 25th of October. Driver, 70 years old, kills 83-year-old pedestrian. 26th of October. Driver, 71 years old, dead. What the hell is this statistics?
This is such a horrible trend.
It's a horrible trend. Old driver, old pedestrian.
But yeah, and it's sad either way. So, old people, stay away from the side of the road. Don't cross the road unless you're going at one of... Actually, it's illegal in Hong Kong to jaywalk, to cross the road not what you call it, a red light, a green man, whatever. So it's illegal. They shouldn't be doing that anyway. But then also, old people, stop driving taxis. We should, instead of protesting the government to stop Uber, you should be protesting the government to give you better, pension, better old age monetary support. Like, forget
that old
Uber.
people don't need to drive taxis when they're 70 plus years old. How insane it is. I can't even imagine myself working any job when I'm 70.
No.
But they're 80.
No.
Driving. What?
It's a sad state of affairs, the whole thing. It's so sad.
It is so sad. It is so depressing because, like, these old people, yes, I don't want to ride with them, but also feel so extremely bad for them that they need to
continue to drive. Yeah.
And work and earn money.
Yeah.
This is insane. It shouldn't be like that.
No.
It shouldn't be like that.
There's an election soon, but we also don't have the rights to vote, so we can't change anything.
There was another traffic jam.
Oh, yeah.
5 cars smashed nose to tail with each other. Some of them are taxis.
I have a driving license. I passed my test in this country, but I'm too scared to drive in this country because without fail, every single day there's news of a crazy crash or some kind of really bad pileup, or there's like really bad traffic or people going into a road rage, and then everybody who has a car is in these WhatsApp groups where everybody's talking about the different kind of road incidents going on. Or there's so many speed cameras, there's so many police pulling you over to check the car.
My goodness me.
It's so stressful that even I have driven here twice. Yeah, twice.
Mm-hmm.
And it was past midnight. I drove in the middle of the night because I was so scared. But then also, there's so many cops around at that time as well because they're trying to catch people. I think that Hong Kong is a bad place to drive.
It is, in general. It's
Very bad.
very scary.
Or to even get into
And then there was another of the similar one. All the taxis just bump into each other. And I'm like, what's going on?
Horrible.
What's going on? And then...
Just take MTR, man.
Walk. There was a 72-year-old taxi driver who died unconscious while driving.
He just like died while driving? Had a heart attack? Or...
I think so. I need to click on the article. The article is in Chinese.
I'm so scared this would happen to us on a random day. Like you and I get in a taxi and the driver just...
Because your driver is like 70 plus... All of a sudden, he died because of age, because nothing else happened.
Well, that happens to sometimes otherwise healthy young footballers. They just have a crazy random heart attack.
So he was driving, fell unconscious, and died. Oh my goodness. How crazy is that?
I'm so glad I'm going back
There
on
were
taxi
passengers.
and then bus.
There were passengers. They were unharmed. Lucky for them.
Overall, though, bus drivers, there seems to be less drama with buses. Because the bus drivers tend to be, when I look at them, I feel like I can place them between 30 and 50.
Yeah.
The bus companies are quite good. The bus drivers, they're okay.
Yeah.
You had a bad experience last Saturday.
Oh, that was so bad. My bus driver, I was coming from Repulse Bay to the island, and the bus driver was driving crazily because it's a mountain road, so it's very twisty and so many turns. And I was wearing high heels, and there was no space for me to sit down. And I was in the middle of the bus because all the other places to stand and lean were taken. So I was like holding on. I think my wrist, my shoulder were so fucked
I don't even
up.
know how you were messaging me because you were like, I'm going to die. I'm going to pass out. You must have been doing it with one hand.
It was so difficult. I had a heavy computer also on my shoulder, and I was like, I'm going to die here. I'm wearing high heels. I'm going to die. I'm
Saturday
holding on.
you should, I don't know,
I will
walk to the MTR
wear
station.
no. I will wear sneakers. I'm just gonna take it easy. I am not for the mood. I'm not in the mood for this. No. And then turns out that the whole crazy traffic jam was caused by some accident. I don't know.
Of course,
because
as usual.
We came into Wan Chai, and there was 2 fire trucks and 2 police cars.
Yeah.
And I don't know what happened. I couldn't see any accident already, but I could see those cars, and I was like, something is going on.
Well,
and we were in a traffic jam for 30 minutes, and I was like...
There's been some bad November juju. Bad juju November.
I think so. Bad Juju November. That's the title of this episode.
Bad juju. Manifesting good juju December.
I think so. Please be good to us. I have a trip planned for December. We are going to... performance.
Oh, we're going to see The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yes.
And maybe we'll go to another drag show.
And we should find a day when to go for the afternoon tea. It's our tradition.
Yeah, we do.
I really want to have an afternoon tea. It's a very lovely tradition to have.
So we're trying to now switch it to be positive, look forward to December. I actually feel like the past few years we've had good Decembers every December. Whereas we've managed to fit in some things. We've tried to capitalize on the festive spirit and do things that make us feel festive, make us feel good. But
and also, I don't know about you guys, but this December, this year, I was like shopping online, and I was like, that's a good Christmas gift for myself. That's a good Christmas gift for myself.
I didn't buy anything. Oh wait.
It's a good Christmas gift for myself.
This is a good Christmas.
What do my friends want? I don't know. I don't know.
Face masks, guys.
Face masks, yes.
I don't know. I also we also always try to get like an advent calendar, and there was nothing.
No, this year there was nothing interesting going on. Even now, some of them are on sale, and I still don't want them.
Well, I saw today they released a Paul and Joe advent calendar. It's the shape of a cat.
Oh.
It's $950,
That's
and they're all minis. I don't feel like that's worth it.
That's a waste.
Yeah.
all the advent calendars this year are a waste. And
Yeah.
the one that I really wanted doesn't ship to Hong Kong anyway.
Well,
so
the one
I'm
that
like,
I really want is based in Hong Kong, but doesn't ship to Hong Kong. The Yes Style Advent Calendar, full of full-size Korean makeup and skincare. They are based in Hong Kong. The office is in Hong Kong. But wait, they don't ship here. What the fuckity fuck, man?
yeah, I don't get it. I don't get
Yeah, it's
it.
really
So
weird.
all of them are way too expensive or don't ship here. And this month I was like,
Also,
couldn't choose.
I wanted to speak to the audience. I wanted to say we would love to put out more content
Yeah.
because right now we're doing like once a month.
Yeah.
But we're already very, very stretched. It would be good if we could do twice a month.
yeah.
But these past few months we've been extremely stretched. And
Tell me about
also
it.
people have asked us about talking about, how do you learn Chinese, more dating stories, but we want to cover all these things, but they take more preparation. Right? We need to formulate our opinions more. And these past few months, maybe this half year, our brains have been like, and our time has been. So it's very difficult.
It's very
But
difficult, yeah.
I think that we should address those things post-Christmas.
Yeah.
So after a festive episode, after a New Year episode, we should address things people have messaged us about. And I was also thinking about doing a quiz for you, a language quiz.
Oh.
Random words, random Chinese words, and seeing if you could tell me what the meaning is. I think that would be quite fun. Because I kind of feel like you would, even if I give you a sentence, you'd be like, I know what you're talking about. But not every word, right? So I kind of was wanting to put that together, but I have an exam in January. So until January is over, I'm like, I can't do anything. I can't invest any more time.
Yeah.
Because the exam decides whether I can continue my job
insane.
career.
Yeah.
So I need to put a lot of time and energy into that. We'll be more organized in the future. We promise. Pinky promise.
You think? I'm thinking to myself like,
Pinky promise. See how I put the pinky down? Bye.
yeah.